Listen, we got breaking news involving Colorado, Shedeur Sanders. We're going to break it all down. We got a lot to discuss because the whole family, the trio was involved. And when I mean the trio, obviously we mean Deion Sanders Jr., Shilo, Shedeur. They got into it with the Texas Tech ball boy. This has caused massive headwaves and controversy all over sports. Colorado, they continue to just be on an epic tear. They finished Texas Tech 41-27. Colorado right now is 18th. Everybody knows and make a sense, nothing but green pastures. They will be a force to be reckoned with, but that was really something. Obviously, it was a big situation after a touchdown. And the ball boy got a little too overzealous. It was crazy because the way, the Sanders boys went up on him, you would have thought something was about to go down, but it's so tough because the media, they like to throw all these negative things on Colorado. I think we need to be talking about the dominant performance. They like to put these, headwaves on Colorado, but we're gonna break it down because I think this is significant. This is definitely big, and we're gonna break it all down, y'all. It's Flight Sports. Make sure you hit the like button, and most definitely hit the subscribe button. I got my man All Access with me, Dex. Man, it's big business going on right now with the Colorado Buffaloes. It's wild. What's your thoughts on this crazy news?
Listen, Flight, first of all of the naysayers, disbelievers, haters, negative pundits, and crooked analysts, those who are cynics, skeptics, and pessimists, owe Coach Prime in Colorado a sincere apology. So let's give them an opportunity to apologize. Okay, fuck them. Now, right, what we witnessed last Saturday was Colorado entering Lubbock, Texas, playing the Texas Tech Red Raiders, who are infamously known to have an air raid. But Flight, hold up, there's more. The Texas Tech air raid was met head on in an aerial incursion by the Buffalo defense. Shout out to CU Buff defense and Coach Livingston, as well as Coach Sapp, and all of the defensive rooms that are compartmentalized to comprise Colorado Tenacious defense. They went into Lubbock with deleterious intent. Like, there was no mercy given to the Red Raiders. They can throw all the tortillas they want. They can throw all of the harmful debris they want. It still didn't allow them to escape this ass whipping that the Buffaloes stampeded down in the panhandle, the Bible Belt of Lubbock, Texas. Like, let me tell you, Colorado survived the onslaught of 13 consecutive points reeled off from the Texas Red Raiders before the Colorado Buffaloes can blink an eye. Then, all of a sudden, the adjustments was made. And this is why you have NFL coaches on the sideline for CU Buffs. This is why you have the Pat Shermans. This is why you have Coach Livingston on the sideline, who came from the Cincinnati Bengals, that they can see and feel the room. When there's a shaking going on and they know that certain players are not performing up to task, because as a Colorado Buffalo Flight, you got one job, and that one job is to execute. And once you execute with the type of scheme they have on both dimensions of the ball, offense as well as defense, you're going to be successful. Special teams will have to catch up. But you have an offense and defense with those stellar athletes, you're going to be successful. So when we look at what happened up in Lubbock, it's just an exemplary demonstration that seems to have the momentum for the Colorado Buffaloes to close out the season with three straight wins. A lot of people, I'm talking about a swell of people, were spiraling negative narratives on Colorado and said that they will be swimming with dead fishes. They said they will be lower in the earth than Jimmy Hoffa himself. They said they will be playing with lobsters, crawfish, clams, scallops, shrimps, and all of the bottom feeding fishes that's in the ocean. But unto the contrary, that didn't happen. Deion had a plan. Coach Livingston had a plan. Coach Shermer had a plan, and all of the coaches' attachments had a plan for the overall schematics for Coach Prime to have a successful season. They thought it was over when Nebraska plummeted them in the first half of that game in the Sea of Red in Lincoln, Nebraska. But they came back, like, so that's why I feel that no matter what happens, from this point on, Colorado have exceeded all expectations, and they will be invited to the most prestigious bowl that their record will allow them to be invited to. But the Colorado Buffaloes, under the auspices of Coach Sanders and dictates of Rick George, Colorado is seeking a Big 12 appearance and hopefully a Big 12 championship, so they will have at least an at-large bid for the 12-man round robin playoff scenario that will be coming at the end of the season. That will reward the most elite 12 teams and 135 conferences who are eligible to send teams. Well, not 135 conferences, but conferences, a totality that have 135 teams that are eligible to be in this college playoff. So, for like, Colorado has avenged their season from last year when they had an epic collapse, and most people thought Deion was on the teeter or the precipice of leaving Colorado based on that because Deion cannot handle losing. That's what they thought. But listen, Deion is a seed. So no matter how much dirt you pour on Coach Prime, he's going to blossom. So, Flight, all I want the world to know is that Colorado have nothing but dogs and leaders on that team. So regardless of what negative narrative you try to spiral throughout the landscape of collegiate football, it's not going to work because Colorado do not pay attention to all that white noise. Like,
Yes, absolutely, man. Shout out to the Colorado Buffaloes. We will have immense content for the Buffaloes, ladies and gentlemen. This is just the beginning. We're gonna be going live. You know, get ready, buckle up. It's Flight Sports TV. You already
one more
know.
thing, Flight. One more thing, Flight. I'm sorry to interrupt you. One more thing that it had escaped my mind, but now it came back. The situation with the ball boy. Now, I don't watch plenty of college football. I mean, all the way back to Johnny Rogers, okay? And O.J. Simpson. I don't watch that far. I think O.J. Simpson was one of my first collegiate games I probably watched, and I watched O.J. go into the NFL with the Buffalo Bills. But nonetheless, like, the ball boy normally do not interfere with the ball that is looked upon as a souvenir. That is utter malfeasance on the ball boy because we don't know what that ball boy intent was trying to grab that football out of the hands of Shedeur. It's not like the football was loose and it was a race to the football to secure it. No, that football was firmly in the grips of Shilo Sanders after scoring that winning touchdown. I'm not winning touchdown. After scoring the touchdown to end the game, basically for the Texas Red Raiders and dispel all hopes of a comeback, he kept that ball as a souvenir as the game was, coming to an expiration, right? And the ball boy reached in between the Sanders boys and tried to snatch the ball out of Shiloh's hands. Where do you do that at? That don't happen. When you get an opportunity to have a souvenir of the football, yes, the institution might have to pay for that football, and I think those footballs are like $600 to $1,000. But nonetheless, they get to keep that football if they see it need be as a souvenir. So that was utter malfeasance on the ball boy to try to steal that football from Shiloh Sanders.
All right, y'all. Shout out to everybody. It's Flight Sports TV.